Alright, this is today's lesson in a nutshell here. These four things in these four positions. These are all arpeggiations of four different chords: a major chord, a minor chord, a dominant chord, and a diminished chord with the root on the A string. I don't know why, but on my computer this is showing up all backwards and in reverse, and I know I didn't write it that way. Hopefully you guys will be able to read this. Or else I'm going to have to go back and make another video, and I'm kind of lazy. Anyways, yeah, the root on the A string and these chords, I will explain how to do a lot of stuff. You ever get stuck playing leads? You just have no idea what to do? Or you're a bass player and you're just lost and kind of just hitting the root note of everything, going around, making it way too simple and very boring. But somehow the audience seems to always love it, except for the music players. Well, here's how to get out of that rut. Very, very simply. This right here. Anytime. Also, you want, when you're going through these, the main thing you're going to want to remember is the shape. The shape of all these. Because once you know the shape, this all becomes very, very simple. Anyways, let's go through them real quick. I recommend going back and pausing the video and opening a new tab with this video in it also, so you can look at them side by side. You can click back and forth if you need to, and pause one, go back, pause one, go. You get the picture. I'm just going to bust through this real quick. You guys can go back and learn it on your own. There's no point in me showing you how to do this over and over when you have the tabs here. Alright, so I started with the major. So anytime anyone plays this A sharp major here, anytime, any situation, any style of music, and you want to do a lead or a little lick or something, these notes 100% of the time will work. You like that, don't you? Alright, so anytime anybody's ever playing this, you would be able to play these notes. Jazz, metal, music, well, any type of music. Jazz, metal, blues, reggae, punk, whatever. I've used it in all of those genres and it works great. So yeah, the major chord, except I'm rooting it off of a 7th major chord, and that's because I play that number 7 right there. Because we're not playing the octave to make it a bar chord, which would be that shape. I'm playing the 7th to make it a 7th chord. That's why it sounds a little different. And then I'll explain those right now, actually. So let's go over basic chord construction. And then this will theoretically make sense, and then I'll get into the practicality of it in a second. It'll only take a couple minutes to explain this. So, how you construct a chord is you play the root, the 3rd, and the 5th. That's it. Those 3 notes. Take A sharp major, for example. We're playing the 1, the 3, but where's that note? Where's the octave of this? The octave of this, that 3, is right there. The 8th fret of the B string is the octave of the 10th fret of the A string. So essentially, we are playing the 1, the 3, and the 5. We're playing the 1, the 3, and then the octave, or sorry, the 1, the 5, and then the octave of the 3. Up there. And then we just added the root again. For the 7th chord, instead of playing that octave, you play the 7th. So a major 7th is 1 fret down, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7 in the scale. The 8th note, or the root in the scale again, because it's the octave of the 1. So the 7th, right there. I'm giving you guys an extra note to hit instead of just playing the 1, 3, and the 5 all the way through. So I arpeggiated it all in 7ths. So that's actually a major 7th, minor 7th, dominant, and a diminished. Yeah. So that's what you got for the major. dominant, starting on the 8th fret here. The actual root of this chord that we're going to is here on that 8th fret of the A string. So you can play it like that. I like to play it like this. Personally, you can do either one. I like to do this with the 10th fret on the A string, 9th fret on the D string with your index finger, and then with your ring finger you're going to bar just 2 frets, the G and the 10th fret on the G and the B string. Sounds cool. But when you're playing it, when you arpeggiate it, you're not going to hit this note. Sorry. You're going to... For this one, because typically you want to assign 1 finger per fret, no matter what string. It's a general rule. Every guitar player breaks it, and sometimes you're actually supposed to break it. For example, on the major, every finger has a specific fret. For the dominant, sort of. We're going to use our middle finger here on the 10th fret the entire time. But then we're going to move our pinky up to hit that 11th fret. It sucks, it's boring, it's weird to get used to because you're not using your ring finger at all there, but it's very helpful to be able to do that, and it'll come in very handy later. I'll quickly go through the minor. That'll take only a couple seconds here. At minor 7, the root on the 10th fret. Minor scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So instead of playing a regular minor, I'm lifting up my pinky finger and barring it on that 10th fret of the G. So it's a minor 7. But if anybody's playing a regular minor, same thing, hit any of those notes. The diminished, your index finger is going to slide. Is going to hit that 11th fret on the high E and the 12th fret on the A string. Everything else is designated to the fret just above it. And then just back to the major on the A sharp. Alright, how to use that, coming up next episode. As you've probably guessed, it is related to C minor pentatonics. Catch you next time, if I can figure out how to move the mouse and stop this.